Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to build bathroom essentials that are scaled for minifigures for today's Lego brick tutorial. Let's begin building our vanity, starting with a 1x2 plate with slide. I'm going to take an upwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plate, place that right there. I want to make two of these, and I want to lock these together with a 1x2 plate inside as shown. On these two studs, a set of 1x1 plates, and then I want to crown those off with a set of 1x1 flat tiles. And yeah, you're going to have to line all that up. And a 1x2x1 wall panel. Place this right here where it's facing down. This is going to be the bottom portion of our sink basin. Then take a 1x2 brick with two studs. I'm going to place a 1x2 faucet right on top. Place this right in the center. Then take a 1x1 brick. I'm going to crown this off with a 1x1 flat tile. Make two of these. Place these on both sides of the faucet. Make sure everything is lined up. Then I'm going to take a 1x4 modified plate with two studs. I'm going to crown these off with a set of 1x1 plates. Yeah, there's a lot of 1x1s we're using in this build today. Set those right there, and a 1x4 by 2/3 plate with bow. Place it right there. There's our sink. Place this right here to complete the basin. For the toilet, start with a 1x1 Technic brick. I'm going to place a friction pin with stud right inside, and a half round 1x1 flat tile. I want to make sure this tile is facing down, and then, if I can find it, a 1x3 plate. Place it on as shown. Now, for a toilet bowl, I'm just going to take an inverted 2x2 dome, and I'm going to place a 2x2 flat tile right on top. Place this right here. Now, I always like to have the notch right here in the front. It looks really good. For the tank, start with a 1x1 brick with stud. I'm going to place a round 1x1 flat tile right on the face. I'm going to set this right on top of a rounded 1x2 plate number 1. Set that as shown. Then I'm going to place a 1x1 brick there, and a 1x2 flat tile right on top to complete the tank. Now I'm going to take this peg and set it inside that tube to complete the toilet. Now for a toilet paper holder, we are going to take a paint roller, it sounds weird, and one of these Technic panels. Place that on as shown. It'll go right in there. Place it all the way on. And a half round 1x2 jumper plate. Place that right in there. Now, these are kind of tricky, so you got to be careful. So I always like to come in here and just kind of hold at the bottom and just kind of wiggle that in to line this up. Makes a great companion for the toilet. For our freestanding bathtub, start with a 4x4 round plate. I'm going to place a 2x4 flat tile where it's hanging over by a set of studs, and I'm going to slide in another 4x4 round plate. Then I'm going to take some half round 1x2 flat tiles, place these right here. This is going to finish up the bottom portion of our bathtub. And to further strengthen up the sides, set of 1x4 bricks. Take 4 1x2 by 2 rounded bricks. Not sure what these are called. We're going to place these on the edges. And right on top of those, a set of 2x2 tiles with bow. I think that's what they call them, or arch. Place those there. Right back here, a set of 1x flat tiles. And a 1x2 faucet piece. Place that there. We're going to fill that area in with a 1x4 flat tile. Finally, for our shower stall, start with a 6x6 plate. I'm going to place a 1x4 plate right on the top center studs. Then I'm going to place a set of 1x1 flat tiles. Now for the shower stall, I'm using spring green, but you can use any color you wish. you watch my channel long enough, you know how I like using these oddball colors. Let's line these up as best we can. And right here, I'm going to place a 1x2 radiator grill. And I'm going to take several more 1x1 flat tiles. Place these right here. I want to fill in this area. This is going to be the floor of the shower stall. Start placing these down. Now, if you can't get these straight, it's not the end of the world. I still have a hard time getting these tiles in straight. Place these right here. And we're going to be doing a lot of tiling for the shower. Don't worry, I have a trick up my sleeve to make it faster. Along this side, we're going to set down a pair of 1x6 bricks, followed by a 1x2 brick right here. Take a 1x2 brick with a stud on the side. I'm going to place a round 1x1 flat tile. That's going to be our control valve. Place that right there, followed by a 1x2 brick. Then we're going to stack 3 more 1x6 bricks right on top of one another. And right here, a 1x2 brick. For our shower head, we're going to start with a 1x2 brick with a side stud. Place one of these sticks with a stud right inside. This is going to be the portion of our shower head. And then I want to crown this off with a round 1x1 flat tile. Place that as shown. We're going to place this right here, followed by a 1x1 brick. Now on this wall, I'm going to place some tiles. I'm going to take a 1x1 by 1 2/3 brick with 2 studs on the side. I'm going to place some tiles. I want to make 4 of these, but I'm going to take this unit and place this right here. Then take a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs. We're going to face this off with 4 1x1 flat tiles. Now we're going to need to make 6 of these, but I will spare you the lengthy process and just do this one to show you how it's built. So we're going to place this one right here, and we're just going to raise up the back wall with tiles. Now what I want to do is overlap my joints, so I'm going to take the 2x2s and put these next to one another, and then right up here take the 1x2, set that there. So now we can lock everything in to make this wall very strong. Place this right on top. Then I'm going to take a set of 1x1 by 3 bricks, place these on top of one another, place this column right here. Take a 1x4 by 6 frame, place a piece of glass inside the frame, snaps in place, place this right here. Lock that in. Take another 1x4 by 6 frame, I'm going to place a door inside, and I'm going to place a 1x1 round flat tile for a handle. I'm going to place this assembly right in this area, followed by a set of 1x1 by 3 bricks stacked on top of one another. Let's place these right here. Now I want to strengthen all this up. There's too many joints, so I'm going to lock this corner together with a 1x2 by 2 corner flat tile. That'll strengthen that up. And then in these 2 areas, a set of 1x2 flat tiles and a pair of 1x2 45-degree slopes. Then I'm going to crown off the top of my walls here, starting with a 1x2 by 2 corner flat tile and a set of 1x4 flat tiles to wrap up the shower stall.